We're back and we're doing more of the Strixhaven Draft here. I am JParks57, your host for the evening. We started off last time a little overzealous on trying to do the Sam Black serpentine curve thing, and looking back at it, I think I passed some cards that I shouldn't have. I'm still trying to figure out how you decide if you're doing that and how you decide that you're just drafting a good deck. Second round, we opened Lorehold, so we had a big old dragon, and then got past a really good Silver Quill aggro deck, splashing Phalamachus Lorehold, and that was a pretty easy 7-win deck. So we got there, we figured it out, but that first draft was a little rough because I think we were supposed to just draft normal instead of try to draft crazy. Basically, I think we got to look for some signals, like if we see a Reconstruct History opened early, it'll probably table, and we can kind of think about that, plan on that kind of stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be trying to just read the signals, which I guess we should be doing anyway, but, you know, I'm not the best signal reader in the world, but we're going to try. We're going to try. Alright, Semester's End is crap, so that makes this easier. So Sign in Blood is pretty good. That's a card I'm definitely considering here. Let's hop over here for a second. Go up on my list here, see if I can find where Sign in Blood sits on the old... Yeah, this is going to take me way too long. Alright, we won't worry about it. We'll try to do this by sight. Alright, so Sign in Blood is good. Prismari Apprentice, Witherbloom Apprentice, both good. Part of me also just wants to take this Cram Session, but I think Sign in Blood's good enough that I'm going to grab it here. Yeah, it's a little heavy on the black for our first pick, but I'm pretty happy to take what's probably the best card in the pack. So this is not good. I think we're just following up with an Eliminate here, although the Burying Books and the Hunt for Specimens also very tempting. I kind of want to just Hunt here, but passing either one is saying black, so this Bury is too bad. I would like to not have to pass it, but that's okay. I think we'll just take Eliminate here. That's a pretty good 2-pick start to a black deck. I want to say Combat Professor is the pick here, but we just passed a Combat Professor. There's an Arcane. We're kind of, I'm going to go with the Fractal Summoning to stay more open. I think Combat Professor pushes me into Silver Quill, and I kind of want to pass that deck. And yeah, like this is a 4th pick Bury now. We have to pass a Heated Debate, but I think I'm okay with that. We're going to try to move in on the Dimir Control deck. The way things are being passed, like I wish I could take this Heated Debate and the Burying Books. I think we're in the right lane with that. We shall see. Now we're looking for like learn cards and any removal spell. So we got a card draw spell, 2 removal spells, and a lesson. That's a pretty good start to this. Alright, Plumb the Forbidden is not a card we're looking for. It might just be like a Eureka moment or a Witherbloom Pledge Mage. It might just be the Pledge Mage here. This is a card that can, or there's a Teach. So if we take Teach, we're like, that should come back, honestly. I'm going to take the Pledge Mage, hope to wheel Teach, because we're hoping to pick up Serpentine Curve. yeah, I think it's just Witherbloom Pledge Mage here. And we'll see what we get next. So there's a Whirlwind Denial, there's a Frost Trickster, there's a Pillar Drop Warden. Pillar Drop Warden's a card I like in this type of deck. I'm not really a big Whirlwind Denial, and like Frost Trickster isn't really what we're wanting to do. The other option is like just grabbing the Silver Quill Campus and like acknowledging the fact that we're probably going to be a lot of colors. I think I like Pillar Drop here though, and we'll just see what's open. There's our Serpentine Curve. We're not really white right now, and we already have a Fractal, so I'm going to take this hoping to wheel... well, there's a Hunt for Specimens. We're going to snag that. Yeah. So we won't get anything back out of this, unfortunately. We would have liked to have wheeled that, but we'll take Hunt. And so here, I think I'm actually looking at Expel. Yeah. Just another removal spell. We're not sure we're playing Pillar Drop. We're going to take a Hunt, but we would have taken Thrilling Discovery here if we didn't have Hunt. So now we really, really, really want Environmental Sciences. This is a Lorehold Excavation deck more than it's any of these other cards, but I don't think it's a Lorehold Excavation deck. Yeah, it's that more than anything else, but it's still not that. There's a world where I play Reject, but I'm not happy about it. If I am... We'll take or leave this Pillar Drop. It probably depends on how many Serpentine Curves, and it looks like we didn't wheel Teach by Example, so people are finally starting to figure out that that card is, like, playable. Unfortunate for us. Couple red. Okay, well, we're taking Mizzix Mastery because this card is busted in draft. We are red now. And we really, really want Environmental Sciences and every removal spell and token maker we can find. But snap Mizzix Mastery. This is a tough one. So we're like a little bit white right now, but we don't know if we're going to really be white. But I think it's still Professor of Symbology here. Like maybe we're base Silver Quill splashing blue and red. Kind of a weird place to be. The other option is like an Inkling Summoning, but like Prof is just such a good 2-drop if we can make it work that I'm gonna grab it and try to make it work. Like we'll throw this frog out of the way. There's our Sciences. That is just a snap Sciences. Pick 3 Sciences feels great here for what we're trying to do. Duress isn't terrible. Pilgrim would be pretty good in this type of deck. There's also an Expanded Anatomy. I think I'm gonna Anatomy here. The win rates on this card are just insane, and I'm pretty happy just being able to try to use that. It doesn't look like an Anatomy deck yet, but I think we're just looking to be a Learn Lesson Spells deck. Learning Curves, that's what we're trying to draft. We only have one Serpentine Curve, but with a Mizzix Mastery it looks a little better. Alright, so with that in mind, we're looking at like, I think I'm just taking Test of Talents here. So like Practical Research, Elemental Masterpiece, Expanded Anatomy, and Enthusiastic Study are all great cards, but Test is really overperformed for me. This is either a Witherbloom Pledge Mage or a Prof. I think we're going to go intro to Prof here. I don't hate a Teach here. I don't hate another Pillar Drop. I don't hate Thrilling Discovery. This is actually a hard pick. We get one of these cards back, it might be Thrilling Discovery. Somebody took my other Teach, for example, but am I in the right colors where I really want this? Not really. I think I want Thrill, or just like a... I may actually just want a Frost Trickster. I'm good with that. We're going to take a Rise here. Yeah. Wouldn't mind that Inkling summoning either, but Rise is great. This is actually a Spell Satchel deck. I know that sounds crazy, but you're going to have to trust me for a second. We got Divine Gambit back, which is actually a card I wanted. We're not doing any of this. We'll take another Excavation, but I don't think we're playing either of them. We're just looking to cast a bunch of spells and then Mastery eventually. Definitely need to get better fixing on our red. So like red campuses are going to be huge priorities here. Our removal, what do we got? We got a Gambit and Eliminate, an Expel, and a Bury in Books, and a Rise. So we're not doing bad on removal. We have Serpentine Curve right now as our main way to win the game. Would like to improve upon that. But otherwise, pretty happy. This is definitely, like, Mizzix Mastery is a fun card. Is Vortex Runner a card I think we need? I don't think so. I'm going to Duress as like a way to make sure our Mastery is just real good. Rutha. Rutha is a card we're looking for here. Sciences, more lessons, more cards that say learn. Right now we just have 3, a Professor and 2 Hunts. Oof, this is a tough pick. So I think we just need the Masterpiece. Yeah, we need something that actually helps win the game. Both of these cards are terrible for what we're doing. The 2/3 that if it dies with a +1/+1 counter draws a card is just terrible in general. Don't play that card. But, you know. Last pick, Thrill. We might actually play that. Here I'm probably just taking another Serpentine Curve. This Lash is also tempting. This Subtraction is tempting. I think I might be able to wield a Subtraction. But I want the Curve here. That's what our goal is with this deck. And then we're going to try to hit Learn cards and whatnot as we go here. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just playing Retriever Phoenix at that point. It learns, it does all kinds of stuff for us. Explosive Welcome wouldn't be a bad card to get here. But yeah, we're just going to Retriever Phoenix. We need to pay more attention to campuses now, too. So, like, if there's a medium playable versus a campus, I think I need to take one. I don't have any yet, and I'm playing 4 colors, so... 1 Sciences does not fix this mana base. A 2nd Sciences helps, though. We're going to have to take that over Heated Debate and Lorehold Campus and Cram Session here because we got to be able to fix this mana. Now, honestly, I'm probably supposed to take anything that says Learn on it over just about anything other than Premium Removal because our win condition is Mizzix Mastery. Splashing red for the triple overload cost, right? That seems reasonable. This is like the only campus we don't need because we're not playing green. I think because of that I value an Onslaught. I don't value Onslaught that highly, but I value it over a non-correct campus. So I think I just want Shock here. I'm not sure, though, because we're not really that red early. I also don't hate another... You know, let's just take another Rise. There's a Subtraction or a Witherbloom campus. Again, it's a green one, though. We don't really need green, and we did pick up a 2nd Sciences, which makes me feel a little better. Plus Subtraction then becomes color fixing. 2nd Sciences was huge, where now, like, if there's a good Learn card, I can take it over a campus. I would like 1 campus to come back to me in this, though. Specifically a Silver Quill or Prismari or Lorehold campus. Didn't get one here. We did get a Letter of Acceptance, but I think I want this Elemental Summoning. Oh, man, that is an obnoxiously late Combat Professor. I'm going to take Reduce. This Lash is later than late, so we're going to grab it. And we'll just have to see what we've got going on here. We might have to cut some early, like Thrilling Discovery might not make sense. Wow, Quintorius. Whenever one of our cards leaves the graveyard, we really only have Mizzix Mastery and Pillar Drop Warden for that. I don't think it's worth splashing this, but I was like semi-tempted. I might actually take Interception. There's a chance you can just hose people with that. This is a good teach deck. Let's see. We might play a Frog. I don't really want to. Same with both of these cards. Don't really want to play them, but might need to play a defensive Tome Shredder. We'll see. This deck is either great or terrible, and I'm really not sure which one. It might be a little bit of both. Definitely might be a little bit of both. Yeah, last pick letter is going to make the deck, so... What are we looking at here? So, what did we get for lessons? I have 2 summonings, a reduced, 2 sciences, an anatomy, and an intro. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty solid. Would have liked a campus in here somewhere. It does suck that we don't have that. What do we not want? That's probably the question now more than anything. And I think Mascot Interception can go... How many creatures am I playing this deck? 7? I think Tome Shredder's a card that can go. Frost Trickster's a good speed bump. I don't think I need the Befuddler. I like Prof, Subtraction, Eliminate, Hunt gives us some roadblocks. Spell Satchel probably is going to end up being good in this deck. I know that sounds crazy. We actually probably don't need this Duress. How do you, is it like this? How do you do that? Is it? Oh, there we go. So T Cree? Is that how it does that? No, I can't figure out how that works. Let's see. Nah, it doesn't matter. Whatever. Let's see. We got 4 more cuts, though. That's what's more important here. We got to figure out what we're getting rid of. Like, do we need Teach? Possibly. Like, we can just teach a Lash or an Eliminate. We can teach a Hunt for specimens. It's pretty... I know it seems that it's weird that it's good. And so, like, Gambit's more, like, out here, too. So the double white's not quite so scary. Is Expel? Expel's still a card I want to be playing. I want to be playing Pillar Drop as well, I think. This is hard. Maybe we don't really need this Pledge Mage with the Serpentine curves that we're able to pick up. 3 more cuts. I'm going to go down 1 Thrill. It's a little rough on the mana. Sign in Blood is also fairly rough on the mana, but I think I'd rather play it than a Thrill if I can. Oh, this is tough, because this deck is weird and fantastic at the same time. Do we need to play another Mountain? That's the other question. So to be able to... We don't really need to. We just have to draw 1 naturally, and then we have Letter of Acceptance plus... double sciences, so it's probably fine. Feels weird, but it's probably fine. How many learn cards do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're gonna be able to go get our sciences. If we get to 8 mana with this in our hand and we have 3 red, I just feel like we win the game. So that part's sweet. What's our removal? Lash, Eliminate, Expel, Mage Hunters, Bury, Gambit, Double Ecstasy. Yeah, that's all good. Do I consider cutting like an Expel? Spell. I don't think so. Or the Onslaught. Onslaught's still solid. This isn't really a Thrilling Discovery deck. Let's get rid of that. Now that I think about it more, that's really hard to cast too. And that really lowers our white splash. It sucks that Professor is like a splashed learn card, but I think it's still worth it. One more cut. I mean, like, Frost Trickster might be the weakest card in the deck for what we're trying to do here, but it is a good way to slow shit down. We have Double Hunt Eliminate, though. That, like, my inkling is that that's the right cut. I don't know. This deck's bonkers. And it's either bonkers in a good way or bonkers in a terrible way. I'm not really sure which one, but we're going to find out. Mizzix Mastery is insane. I wish we could have got a campus or two. Yeah, I mean, because we have Sign in Blood and Lash of Malice, I can keep this. Otherwise, this hand's probably too bad. But we're able to just Sign in Blood here, and we find every color but white, of course, because we really want to play this Professor, and we can't. Alright. What's their first play? They still don't have one. We're just going to keep playing swamps. If they don't want to play things, we'll play the same game. Combat Professor. Alright. Can't lash a Combat Professor. Now we're going to play this. Yeah, I think I still just murder this thing. Combat Prof's pretty good. There's a Leech Fanatic. And what? Nothing? Alright, we'll lash it. See if they have a trick. Nope, it's gone. Sounds good to me. There's our white. Meet the Professor of Symbology on turn 6. You know. Everybody just plays Professor of Symbology on turn 6, right? They're gonna lash it. That's fine. I think here I just grab Elemental Summoning. Yeah. Which is just gotta be hilarious to them looking at my mana base. Alright, so we go red land. Do I want to Elemental Summoning here? I think so. I would have liked to have been able to leave up Test, but I'm also fine with this getting killed if it has to. We'll just eventually recast all of these things out of our graveyard. Potentially. Play a Spell Satchel here. They'll be like, what? Alright, there's our 4 damage in. We pass the turn. We have Test of Talents and Teach by Example. Feels pretty good. They don't have anything? Yikes. Gambit uncastable at the moment, but that's okay. You gonna scry? You got it. I like their Zubear sleeves. I might have to use some of them. Alright. So, yeah. Stonebinder's Familiar. You got it. You may have a 1/1, sir. I mean, the real question here is, do I legitimately Rise of Exodus that? I don't think so. Like, we're at 18. Yeah, they're just gonna block? Deal. Do they have, like, a trick? No. Bottom. Sure. Okay, it died. Your turn. I'm not sure what's happening here. Our opponent's deck is interesting. Almost as interesting as the crazy freaking pile that I have going on. But, like, are they going to study break it? I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm just supposed to counter this because they get to learn off of that. And I don't want them to learn. Library, let's see what they got. They have an Auric Lore Mage in their deck. That's about all I need to know. They have a Rise, a Professor, a Hunt. Yeah. Pretty normal, like, oh, there's their Hoffrey. That's what they have going on, is they have a Hoffrey. So while they have Hoffrey in their hand, we probably don't want to Divine Gambit anything. Definitely don't want to Divine Gambit anything. But for specimens, we have to let that happen. I assume that'll get an Environmental Sciences. Nope, Necrotic Fumes. That's, like, fine? Right? There's nothing I can do about it, so okay. And I just go to my turn. We play a land again. All this can do right now is, yeah. So we kind of hope they play Hoffrey, because I just get to rise it. Silver Quill Pledge Mage. Alright. Am I supposed to just Arcane Subtraction that to go get... Yeah, I think so. So we'll, like, subtract this. To go get Fractal Summoning. And then, am I rising a 3/1? Or am I like Divine Gambiting it and then rising their Hoffrey to just like get this shit over with? I think that's loose. Let's just play a Pillar Drop Warden that can always block this thing successfully. I think that seems fine. And then, I don't really want to cast Rise on there. I guess I can Rise this. You know what? That's fine. Like, eventually we just draw freaking Mizzix Mastery, and we're gonna grab Reduce to just, like, make sure that we don't get beat by a Hoffrey. Hoffrey itself really isn't that scary, right? They top, so it's probably a red source. No, it is not a red source. Alright, well this is hilarious, but we're just gonna attack with our 1/5. Could be like a Mage Hunter's Onslaught. They want to kill this Fractal Summoning, so what, we can make like an 8/8? Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that. Could have made a 9/9. Like, there's our big duder. I got Gambits for days. Hunts for days. Teaches for... Yeah, so I figured that's probably what it was like a Mage Hunter's Onslaught. There's Spectre of the Fens. Alright. So... what do we want to do about this Spectre of the Fens? That can start gaining them life, which is bad for us. Let's hunt for specimens. Do I want to expand its anatomy? I kind of do, right? Like, let's just make this dude bigger. Like, I feel like a 3/7 Vigilant is just pretty good here. Boom. Attack. They take 3? Nope, they're gonna block. Oh, they're gonna give it freaking indestructible, right? That's fine. Or put a +1/+1 counter on it. That's also fine. So now what do I want to do, though? I kind of wanted to get rid of this thing. Do I just reduce it now? I think so. It's like not the best play in the world by any means, because I should have just done that before I attacked, but we're gonna do it now and like make this Hoffrey just like less good. Spectre again. I mean, that's solid. We're gonna draw a card. Oh, we can't. We have to pay one more. Alright. Let's draw a card. There it is. So we just have to play Letter of Acceptance out here. And then, do I teach by example, Divine Gambit, get rid of their two things? Not yet. I don't think we do, honestly. So 3/7 coming in. They're gonna scry. They go... What do we got? They're thinking about it. It must not be that bad. They bottom. Alright. So they're going to 4. I think I just want to hunt here. Go get an intro prof. I'm actually just going to like fire that off. Bottom both of these lands because I have this in play for my other red source. We find eliminate. We have 14 cards in deck, so we have to remember that we got to be careful with our careful with how many cards we draw with our Mizzix Mastery. They're like looking at Pillar Drop Warden. I'm not sure. Okay, so they get to rise and take my rise. That's like pretty good, but I don't think they're going to be able to beat this Mastery, so... They get an Expanded Anatomy. You got it. How many removal spells do I have? I have Reduce to Memory and Lash and Mage Hunter's Onslaught. Alright, well... So, should we Gambit? Yeah, so we Gambit this. They have to put Hoffrey into play. Go. Now we overload Mizzix Mastery. I'm gonna cast that, targeting cast that, targeting that. I'm gonna cast this. Cast this, targeting this. I'm gonna cast this. I'm gonna cast this. You know what? Let's go. And then I guess we can do this. That's like crazy loud. Alright, then we'll decline the rest of it. Alright, so now my spell satchel has a billion counters on it. 17. We can draw cards for days. We'll bottom put Phoenix on top. Pretty sure I just killed them anyway, but like this is way more fun, and they're letting me have my fun, which is pretty nice of them. Decline. And so now we attack for 4. Good game, opponent. So that's how you stall into your Mizzix Mastery, I guess. Yeah. So, even if we don't win another game, that's exactly what I wanted to do with this deck. Holy crap, Mizzix Mastery for the win. I think this came together pretty good. Like, I feel like we have the stalling, although that opponent didn't play anything until a Combat Professor, which really, really helped us out. If we hit a really aggressive deck, I think we might be in trouble. I go first, I get to hunt for specimens to go get my other colors. Yeah, this is beautiful. There's another curve. So, do we need another mana here right now? Or do we just want to, like, Expanded Anatomy? Kind of just like anatomy next turn and like make a thing I don't care about bigger. Right, that thing's pretty good, right? And then of course I draw a card that I wish I had the ability to cast. We can start making 3/3 serpents. That's not high on my list. Probably should have grabbed environmental sciences. But we didn't. So now that's a 4/4. We really need a mountain off the top if I'm being super honest. Well, that at least gets rid of one of our problems. But I guess we can make a 4/4 and a 5/5, which is like not the worst, and then we can always flash back a mastery. Yeah. Professor Symbology is good here. Let's see what they grab. Spirit Summoning. That's like not that impressive. Alright. We're holding back the 2, so I'm gonna stay back, although we're holding it back with 4/4 as well, so. I'm not like enthused about making a 4/4, but it at least helps us keep the Stonebound Mentor back, potentially. Yeah. And if they want to attack with it, we'll gladly block. There's our red mana, so we're gonna go Retriever Phoenix here. I want Environmental Sciences, and I need another red land. And I will... Actually, we're just going to stay back, because eventually we're going to Mastery, and it's going to be really funny, because Serpentine Curve and Mastery are, like, really bad together, but... What do we got over there right now? We don't really get to do that much, so... Okay, they're going to make... How does this work? Exile a card from their graveyard. That's all they have to do to make it fly. Alright, we probably need to kill that Stonebound Mentor at some point. Right? That's a decent clock. So we go land. And let's make a 6/6. I'm going to swing both of these. Try to start getting some pressure in there as well. I mean, we took them to 10. Another prop is good. See what they go get. Spirit Summoning. Fine. Not the best card in the world by any means. Another Spirit. Okay, so they're gonna just Alpha here. I'm gonna block this and block this. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So we just... Do we just overload here? I think so. I think that's enough. So we'll cast Hunt, we'll cast Expanded Anatomy on that. We'll cast Lash on that. We'll cast Environmental Sciences and the other 2. Yeah. That wins the game. Alright, overloading Mizzix Mastery. Who knew? It's good. It also makes some crazy loud noises, so I apologize if that is a little loud out there for my viewer. This is exactly the deck I wanted to play tonight, so I'm pretty happy. 40 minutes into the night, we have 2 games now. We go first with a hand that can bury something in books. Yeah, like we basically have all our colors. Yeah, like that's another good card to be able to play on 4. Hopefully we can go get an Environmental Sciences and just keep making the Serpentine Curve good. That's the hope. We're just gonna bury something as soon as we can. It might be this Sturdy Colony, just to like do something. And then like next turn we'll play Retriever Phoenix. Yeah, I'm just gonna bury it here. It's all about tempo this game, because we're eventually hoping to overload this. Now that's a good card. Eventually we'll be able to expel that. So we'll play this, and we go get environmental sciences. We can't block, so we're definitely attacking, right? Like, if you don't want to block, you should be attacking. Go under to print this. Sure. That's a good card. Yeah, that's final land, although they did now get rid of their skirted column, so that's okay. Mage Hunter's Onslaught we can't cast. We need the sciences here, and I think I do want the white land. And I'm going to expel the Pugilist while I can. We'll get in there with this, and the next turn we can always play a 4/4 Serpentine Curve if we don't find a land to be able to do something else. There's another Skirted Colony and a Needle. Well, there's a land, so I think here we just rise on the Drake. Get sciences. I will trade if they want to trade here. They may actually just want to do damage, so that might not have been the best. Yeah, taking 6 here is like not the best. We may have to stay back now. That's a good draw. So like we sciences. Here I need red. And then I can either curve or let's prof. Grab Anatomy the Retriever Phoenix. Even if they like bury and both this, I'm totally fine with it. Yeah, that's what I expected would happen, but that's okay. Because now I get to learn with it, which will give me my Mizzix Mastery. We're going to trade with Skirted Colony here. Nope, we're not. We're going to jump block Skirted Colony. Okay. So our opponent, right? I still have 4 mana? Yeah. So I want to kill Skirted Colony. Play an 80. Alright. That's what we did. Then we're drawing Retriever Phoenix, which will be able to go get our other mountain, I think. Or have I already used 2 sciences? I have used 2 sciences, so we won't be able to go get our other mountain. Okay, they make it a 4/8, and what are they going to grab? Expanded? Expanded Anatomy is really good here, and they're not going to use it. That seems odd. So, I think we Retriever Phoenix. Yeah, we do. What do we grab, though? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. I think we just grab Intro to Prof, and we cast Intro to Prof here. We'll keep 2 blockers back. Island I don't want. Serpentine Curve is good enough. Here I just have to stay back, though, because we're, like, just trying to get this mastery to fire off, and then we win. So I'm probably not supposed to keep this Vortex Runner, or Serpentine Curve, I guess I should call it. Yeah, that's a problem for us, right? Like, they're at 7 lands in play? No, they're at 8. They're at 8 lands in play. Okay, this is great, though. So we just play another thing. We have blockers, and then next turn we're gonna Mizzix Mastery. So as long as they don't have a pump spell for this, cool. Okay. Don't have Test of Talents. We just have to go for it, and like if they have the counter spell, they have the counter spell. Do they have the counter spell? Yeah. Alright, so burying books. I'd like to bury in books your quantum environmental science, expel your vortex, rise your bullfrog. Alright, they realize that they are dead. And we have won 3 games in a row by overloading a Mizzix Mastery. Seems good. Seems real good. This is bonkers. I expected this deck to be very playable. I knew Mizzix Mastery was amazing, but my mana is atrocious, so to be getting to overload Mizzix Mastery against this many people, yeah, I mean, we have 2 removal spells early, plus we are drawing to a swamp for another one. We just want to stay alive long enough to cast big curves and Mizzix Masteries, so seems like this is what we want to do. Oh man, this deck's great. This is a lot of fun. It's looking like this might be our 1 draft of the night, though, at the rate that we are slowly moving through this. Our opponent is not wanting to play this game very much right now. We'll see. Yeah, I'll go ahead and hunt here. Very happy to be able to grab an environmental sciences. I don't know what I want yet, though. They have a Lash of Malice, I would imagine. As it paused there. But we'll just keep seeing what's up here, right? Like, I'm pretty happy. There's a Killian. We are going to... yeah, we actually can invo for a black source now, so we're gonna environmental sciences for black. Kill Killian. Get in for... there we go. Because we're only 1 white away from Divine Gambit, and it's the last card I want to cast. I'd rather cast Mage Hunter's Onslaught. Now we can. Duress. That's unfortunate, but at the same time, like, not a big deal. At least we don't have Mizzix Mastery in our hand already. The Pillar drop in the deck is nice for that. They probably take the Onslaught here. I think that's what I would take. Gambit's, like, not good later, right? Or, like, it is... they should just not take Gambit. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, let's get our Professor of Symbology on. We can cast an Elemental Summoning next turn. I think that's what we do. We just keep putting on the pressure. They missed their land drop, so... as long as we can pressure them, I think we're in pretty good shape. If that's their only play, I am going to kill that thing and just try to get the pressure on here. Alright, we want Elemental Summoning into play. Wouldn't mind getting Spell Satchel down first, but I think with them being light on lands, we've got to get the train rolling with these guys. Divine Gambit, very bad this game, though. I don't think we're casting that spell. Yeah, Shaping Laureate's fine, totally fine. We'll cast a crappy Spell Satchel and get in for 6, see if they want to block. This is where our Spell Satchel feels really bad. We do have 6 spells in the bin, though, so every Serpentine curve off the top is a 6/6 in play. We don't have red mana yet, so that could be a problem eventually. Feels pretty good so far, though. Like, doesn't look like a Mizzix Mastery deck to our opponent right now, right? We have 0 red sources in play, and we've already used 1 Sciences, so it's going to be hard. If we draw a Mastery, it's not really usable. We'll just have to use it to cast 1 spell. I mean, that's pretty good, right? Like, we're starting to kind of peter out here with having lost our 4/4. And we draw Island, which is, like, not what we're looking for. The attack's a little surprising when they're at 6. It gives me an extra point of damage. But I guess they're still 2-turn, and if they have a bunch of good spells in hand, it's fine. We're just looking for Serpentine Curves. Rise of Exodus would be a great draw. We got lots of heaters. Half of our lands are in play. Everything's face up to our opponent right now, though. So another Shadewing is like pretty good. Yeah, this mountain is not very good. I'm going to still attack here. I'll let them trade and make a 3/3 if that's what they want to do. Sure. Better than a Windrake for once in that card's life. We can't Gambit and we don't want to. I mean, now, like, if we hit Mizzix Mastery off the top, we're either, like, eliminating Mage Hunter's Onslaughting or just, like, making a 4/4. They're building their own 4/4. Playing another dude. I mean, we gotta start drawing live cards eventually. There's a 7/7. That's a start. No, I do not want to attack with that. But, like, if they don't play a land here, we know our opponent has 5 cards in hand that matter. That's a little scary. They may Unwilling Ingredient here just to try to, like, draw something reasonable. I wouldn't blame them. Would love it if they try to destroy my Spell Satchel. Like, doesn't matter at all. Study Break is pretty good here. Guiding Voice is pretty good here. Guiding Voice is really good here, especially if they have a Sciences. Like, gain some life. Now they have Expanded Anatomy, which if they can go... If they have a land, like, that's really good. If they don't, it's still not bad. They're gonna chump with a Stonerise Spirit here. Yeah, I mean... They're basically, like, putting me in a position... Okay, so Test of Talents is really good here now. We're definitely going to be casting that. I will let them make their 6/6. They block. I doubt they have a trick here. They're just protecting their Shadewing Laureate. They can't really attack, though, right? Yeah, this is interesting. So, like, they can Expanded Anatomy, but if they don't have a blocker to play down, they can't attack because they just die to the Crackback. Oh, it gives Vigilance, but, like, Test of Talents is going to stop it, so that's why it doesn't work. This is a game where, unfortunately, the mana screw for our opponent is so great that our mana flood isn't going to beat us. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm happy that this is how it's playing out, but they're not. I'm not sure what they're supposed to do here, honestly. I don't know what they have. Are they just gonna pass? that's probably just fine for us, right? Like, we're just gonna get in there and we can counter whatever they do. Okay, they know they have to block. Flunk. Their hand is Spectre, Elocution, Mage Hunter, Mage Hunter's Onslaught, so they still just have all kinds of heaters. They do have an Expel, not a lot else left in their deck, though, so I think we're in pretty good shape. Like, if they draw a black land here, though, they can Mage Hunter's Onslaught my 7/7, which is pretty good. Like, a 7/7's dead, I can't do anything about it. Expel is a nice draw here. Like, at least we have something to get rid of one of their things now. They probably Mage Hunter here? I'm not sure. Yes. Alright, so we're definitely not expelling our own creatures. So we can just... I think we'll just pass. We've got lots of options here, so... If they expanded Anatomy their Mage Hunter, which is like a reasonable play, we'll just Arcane Subtraction something, and block, probably. Professor, yeah? That's a good draw. What can you go get with Professor? Intro to Annihilation. I mean, yeah. Yeah, that's a 5/6 now. It's gonna attack with Vigilance. I'm gonna subtract, which unfortunately cost me a life. Then I need to get what here? I think we just want Fractal Summoning. Yeah, we just need a creature. So I think I can just take 1 damage here, which is like awesome, but it's fine. We draw a Swamp, we draw a Berry. Berry's really good here. Berry is actually so good here that I'm just gonna pass. I'm gonna make them think that they can Intro to Annihilate my freaking Pest. And we're just gonna like... I mean, obviously they know something's up because I didn't Fractal Summoning. But they're probably trying to figure out what. Yeah, that's fine. Come at me, bro. Can't. I want to bury in books your Mage and expel your Professor's land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 would make a 6/6. That's plenty big. Then we'll still be able to draw a card when they Intro to Annihilate it, because they like have to Intro to Annihilate it. I think pretty close to have to. These games are long, but they're fun. This is sweet. Yeah. I don't have a 6/6 anymore, but I get to draw 2 cards. Well, there's Mizzix Mastery. Ooh. Ooh, this is fun. Do I have Expanded Anatomy in here? I don't think I do, right? No. So let's teach by example. And then let's Mastery. And we want the first one to be on Elemental side. And the second one to be on Serpentine Curve? Yeah. Yeah, I would like to cast it. And then I would like to cast that. Alright, so I put 18 power into play, they go to 2, pass the turn, we get to draw another card. Seems fine. Guess if we have to do that, that's okay. And I mean, eventually we get to Divine Gambit something, right? Like... if we ever find another white source, which we haven't, but we don't care because we're way ahead on board. Yeah, I mean, yeah, alright. They realize they're still DOB. Sounds good. Well, there we go. We quickly run through gold tiers again and get back into platinum. This is where we got stuck after a few tiers, though, was in the platinum range. We're 4-0, though, with a Sign in Blood, Mizzix Mastery, Expel, Burying Book. Yeah. That's about all I need to say. This book is playing Professor of Symbology, Sign in Blood, Retriever Phoenix, Mizzix Mastery, and Burying Books. And it's pretty sweet. We got double environmental sciences. You don't need anything else. You literally don't. Okay, that's not true. You need learn cards or environmental sciences like just a sack of poopy, but we have those. And we have good ones. We have Hunt for Specimens and Professor of Symbology that like you get something on the board and you get to go learn. It's a great thing to have going for you. Alright, so we get paired against a gold player. We get to go first. Yeah, we're hunting to be able to play Serpentine Curve. Easy peasy. Go. Environmental Sciences. Witherbloom Apprentice is pretty good. We draw the blue, but I think we still just... Now we're going to invo for a red. Play the red and pass. Blood Researcher. Yeah, I mean, these are good cards. We'll just pass the turn. We'll see what they do here. My inclination is that I want to bury in books the Blood Researcher, but I'm not sure. Yeah, they're trying to make it into a 3/3 learning for something. Oh, they just discard and draw a card? Yeah, I mean, that's a thing you're allowed to do. Let's see. Are they, like, afraid I'm gonna bury their Witherbloom Apprentice? They are. They, like... I'm not sure what they're afraid of. We're just gonna bury this. And, like, I'll take 2. I'm cool with that. Scourge. Alright. So, do I like Mizzix Mastery, a Hunt for Specimens? I don't think so. Do we just play... I think we just play a 4/4. I'm, like, pretty good with that, because now I get to rise their Witherbloom Apprentice, and, Yeah. That seems fine. Field trip. Yo, that is a card. So we're just gonna rise the Witherbloom Apprentice. Take their field trip. I need environmental sciences here. And no attacks. We'll start attacking after I Mizzix Mastery Overload. The question here is, do we get a red? Well, we don't have to worry about it, so we get to play our black and sign in blood. That was pretty sweet. Alright, so we can leave Expel up and still cast Environmental Sciences this turn? Hell yeah. Give me that last mountain. I should have played a mountain there. No, I needed to play black to... Yeah, okay, so this man is very complicated. We're gonna have village rights at best. That's fine. I really don't care. The only thing we care about is if they, like, somehow find a discard spell. We probably lose this game if they find a discard spell. But the Bloom Apprentice is fine. Blood Researcher is fine. They don't want to attack. Sweet. So we get to just pass the turn holding up Test of Talents and Expel. If they just cast the freaking Fractal Summoning, I am Test of Talentsing it, I think. Yeah, I'm fine with this. I would like to cast a spell. Their hand is a Dinah, a Witherbloom, and a Tangle Trap. Their deck, they have more... some Mage Hunter's Onslaughts, but like... those are pretty clunky. I'm not that worried about that. They can give it float, I imagine. Nope, lifelink. Okay. And they don't do anything. That's really interesting. So what all do I get to cast? Riseberry Hunt? Is Riseberry Hunt good enough? I think so. I think we still do it here because it's just like really... Let's bury the Blood Researcher again. Let's rise the Witherbloom. Let's cast Signing Blood, target me, cast another Sciences. I need another white. That goes bye-bye. I am going to grab what? Practice. Trade that in books. Go get a black land. Sure, we might be like threatening to deck ourselves now. Yeah, and I am gonna attack for 4 for the fun of it here. Alright, so now I have to discard 2 cards, is that right? How about a black land and a black land? That's fine. They only have 6 mana. I have all kinds of Karok Wrangler, yep, sure, no problem. Mage Hunter's Onslaught's not a bad draw. So I can't do that plus Masterpiece, but I think I'm just gonna Karok Wrangler dies. And then we'll swing in with the 4/4. And then we just make another 4/4. Yeah, that seems fine. So while that didn't seem like the greatest, do we just Divine Gambit the Pledge Mage here? I think we do. Because we know they're just getting a Dinah or a Blood Researcher, and like, we don't care. Neither one of those is that good here. Alright, you got it. Now we attack for 8. Let them do whatever they really want here. They don't block. Sure. I will make 2 more 4/4s. Pass the turn. Pledge Mage. Concede. You got it. Alright. Yet another game, we get to overload Mizzix Mastery. It wasn't as good itself there, but the fact that it put us to 9 cards in hand and killed their board, and yeah, it does lots of things. This is pretty sweet. This deck's fantastic. This definitely is one of the best decks we've drafted in this format. The mana is a little atrocious. Wish I had a campus or two, but like double environmental sciences is getting us there. I have been casting Rise to Exodus and Divine Gambit and Burying Books and still overloading. Like we cast Sign in Blood, Divine Gambit, Burying Books, and overloaded a Mizzix Mastery that game. That's pretty sweet. It's like double black, double white. Oh, we're up against the diamond players now. This might be a little rougher on us. That's alright. Opponent goes first. Our hand is not keepable. This is much better. I'm going to put back one of the planes, because the only thing we need double white for is Divine Gambit. Before I Pledge Mage, not a bad start for them. We're gonna prop, and we're gonna grab Environmental Sciences, like we're always gonna grab. Yeah, on the draw here is a little rough. So do we just want to letter here? I think so, because like sciencing doesn't really get us anywhere, and then we can sciences into something next turn if we need to. We just have to take 2 here, that's fine. Like, not great, but it's fine. What am I supposed to do here? We're gonna Retriever Phoenix, make them show us, yeah. I assumed they had something, and that's a pretty good one. Yeah, that's a good one. And now we don't get to hold up Test of Talents for this either. That's fine, but, you know, not great for us. We're probably way on the back foot this game. Probably too much. We're taking 5 here, I think. Yeah. Alright, so we get to just play a blue land. And then we can Sciences for a red and still get to keep up both Arcane Subtraction and... Yeah, alright, that's like pretty good. We need to try to slow the bleeding here. Basically, if we can get enough of a board presence that we can like parry the game, so long as they don't have like a really good bomb here, we can eventually Mizzix Mastery our way back into this game. But right now, that's a little questionable. Brainstorm. Sure. Like, I don't really feel like that's a spell that I want to counter here. We'll counter the better ones. We're probably subtracting the 4/4, blocking the 3/3. That's my guess. Okay, so it has to block this turn. Yeah, that's fine. They won't give it reach, I don't think, because then I get to kill their Frost Trickster. They could screw up here, though. Hopefully they give it reach and I get to kill their Frost Trickster. That would be, like, the best case scenario for us here. Yeah, they didn't screw up that bad. That's not surprising. They're not attacking with their 4/4. Okay, well, we will go get Elemental Summon. block that. And they play land and pass. Alright, well, we'll play our mountain. We now have... Yeah, I can cast this plus leave up Test of Talents. They can make another 4/4, maybe a 5/5 here. Yeah, so they'll probably make a 5/5. If they just make a 5/5, oh, multiple choice. Yeah, no, we're not letting you do that either. Nope, sorry. Oh, they have another one? I get both of them. Well, that's pretty sweet. And they have a Jodsy in their hand, which is just not a good card. Alright, we are going to trade here. Because we are playing towards overloading Mizzix Mastery. Which means we're going to play Retriever Phoenix down, and then I want... Actually, do I want Expanded Anatomy here? Yeah. Let's expand the anatomy on our Retriever Phoenix. Put a pretty solid blocker in play here for us. Eventually they get to cast this thing, yeah, but like... I just need to find an answer to that, right? I think I have to crack this, unfortunately. Teach is not what we were looking for there. We're gonna stay back. Like, Jodsy's good, but it's not, like, we just need to find Rise to Exodus, and then we'll be in fine shape. So, like, a 6/6 or a 5/5. They'll probably make a 5/5, because you have to pay 1. Yeah. Yup, that's what I figured they would do. Shirt. Maelstrom Muse. Yeah, that's really good. Unfortunately for us, we didn't draw the Rise to kill the Jodsy right off the bat. We're not chumping here. Alright, give me something good. That's not something good. Am I just dead now? So I block one of... Yeah, good game. We really didn't draw well that game. Like, Mizzix Mastery off the top there would have just been insane. But didn't get there. That's alright. Sometimes you lose a game. That deck was about as ambitious as ours, and they were mostly 2-color, and they were on the play while we were on a mulligan. So to be that close still, like, if we draw one heater in there somewhere, we win that game. We definitely can't play this, and we're on the draw again. We really don't want to keep this hand either, but I guess I will, and I just don't see how we're casting Sign in Blood with this, so... Alright, that's a big draw. We got our island. Possibly a Lorehold control deck for the opponent. Interesting. Jeskai control makes a lot more sense. Strixhaven Stadium. That actually could be a problem for us. We have to find a way to do damage to them. Am I supposed to consider casting a Serpentine Curve for nothing? It's for like 1 at some point? Alright, so they play their Pilgrim. We're just going to go ahead and subtract it here. I need an Environmental Sciences. They get to go get a Plains, play the Plains. Alright. So we have to Sciences for black. Play our black land, and then I think we're just going to kill this Pilgrim, which is like not feeling good at all, but we're hoping to make these Serpentine Curves into something. Yeah. And now if we can, well, we have to find 2 red or blue mana, unfortunately, so we can't really copy these. Yeah, they killed my spell satchel. I am not really sad about that, but it happened. Alright, yeah, we'll cast 1 here, hope they don't have a counter spell. May 4/4, hopefully. Now they have the negate. Alright. Blue or red land off the top lets us teach into Serpentine, which would be really good here. Black land. I think we have to still cast it, unfortunately. And if they have the counter spell, they don't. They may have a kill spell, though, or a bounce spell. They're just going to get back their Pilgrim. That makes sense. Cast Pilgrim, you got it. Find a Plains. Yeah, I mean, that all makes sense to me. Let's get that thing out of the way. See if they have an answer for my 5/5. It feels like they do. Probably an Expel or a Bury. Expel answers it. Alright, we may lose to the freaking Strixhaven Stadium. Yeah, I would say we're going to lose to Strixhaven Stadium. We are, because, I mean, I can pillar drop here, but I don't even know if I want to play this out, because this is so freaking embarrassing. There's not much I can do, though. Like, their draw was really good for this type of a strategy, which it shouldn't be at all, but it's working. Yeah, they get to play it, too. Okay. So we're like figuring out how we get Pilgrim of the Ages out of our way? Is that what we're on here? I mean, that's a card that gets us some damage in. So now we get Expanded Anatomy. We Anatomy the Pillar Drop, and we swing both of them here. Sure. But they lose a counter. Alright. Now we have, like, a little bit of a chance. Professor of Symbology, that's a great card for them to draw as well. They just have too many cards here, I think. We can't, yeah, so they get to annihilate my Pillar Drop Warden, and then I die, right? I think that's good game. I'll let them do it. Yo, we lost to Strixhaven Stadium. Alright, 2 really bad matchups for us in a row have us at 5-2. We'd really like to at least get this 6th win. The mulligans that game were pretty brutal too. We had to mulligan to 5, or did we mulligan to 4 and keep a hand that was awful? I think we mulliganed to 6. I think we mulliganed to 6 but kept a hand that was basically a 4. But we couldn't really go to 5 knowing they were at 7 as well. Alright, we're back down to some gold players. This is where I like to be. Give me somebody to beat up on. We go first? Yeah, I have Hunt for Specimens. Basically with this deck, if we have Hunt for Specimens in our opening hand, we're fine. If we don't, we're screwed. Not where I want to be, but it is what it is. White land, sure. Give me that Hunt for Specimens. We need Environmental Sciences. Silver Quill. Stone Rise. Yeah, not really worried about a Stone Rise Spirit here. So we'll just Environmental. I want white here, I think, or red. Let's just grab red. I don't think I want to cast Divine Gambit anytime soon. So they're probably like black and red. What the hell are they doing? That's fair. We don't know. Guiding Voice is really good. We'll probably just bury that thing in books. Could have just left up Test of Talents for that. Alright, so we're not... We can't Lash of Malice. I'm just gonna not attack, which is missing a point of damage because I'm too busy paying attention to what's happening down here. That's my bad. We'll bury this thing in books. Hopefully. Do they have the Hexproof spell? Yes. Alright. That one hurt. That one hurt. Alright, we'll just have to onslaught it now, and if they have another one, I'm gonna vomit it now. Good. Okay. I'm not happy about it, but we gotta get that thing off. We were taking a little more damage than I would be from something like that. Alright, so we can just kill that. Yeah, let's do that. We'll just lash this. They do have something. What do they have? We can test the talents here, so... I don't really want to discard my Elemental Masterpiece, because I'm at 5 mana. I'd like to be able to just go Rise into, like, eventually Elemental Masterpiece. I think I'm just gonna counter this. No, this is fine. That's fine too. So do I want to just Rise to get rid of their Eye Twitch now? I think I do, actually. Yeah, because now I get to Rise, get rid of Eye Twitch, get rid of Inkling Summoning. Or get rid, yeah, and then I'm gonna grab Sciences. Alright. They choose not to attack. That sounds fine with me. Let's get in. And then I think I just want to Sciences here. We'll go get a red. And pass turn. Something smells fishy here with what they're doing, so we're going to try to keep this test of talents up if we can. Can't test of talents that. So we're at 7 mana here. Are we just supposed to Rise this Shield Mate? I think so. Yes. Stay the life. And we'll grab Elemental Summon? Yeah. We gotta increase the clock here. As long as they don't do something really broken here, which that's good, but not like unbeatable. Although that is 4 swinging back at us in the air every turn, which is pretty good. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. We probably have to Divine Gambit that Thunderous Orator if we can. I think I want to test the talents that though, because I want to keep my 4/4. I got a race. So they have a Closing Statement and a Study Break in their hand. They have a Rise in their deck, an Elite Spellbinder, a Doomblade. Yeah, their deck's pretty good. Yeah, we absolutely have to hit white here, I think. You can just attack, but yeah, I don't blame them for going ahead and hitting me for 5. Did they draw the white land too? They did. Am I dead? I don't know yet. I think so. I think we're dead. Well, if they didn't do anything there, we might be able to live at 1. Letter lets us actually do this. We'll see if they get to put anything into play here. If they put something into play, we're dead. If they don't, they didn't. Oh my goodness, we at least get to live, maybe. Can they give it hexproof? Don't give it hexproof. Nope, study break. Tap their own thing, that's fine. That doesn't matter to us. Pest summoning. Pest summoning's pretty good here. While we're at 1. I have like 2 draws. Yep. Draw again. I literally... My mic's echoing a little bit? Okay. We will turn her down just a touch then. See if that is any better. Oh, they showed us that they had something to kill us anyway. I sound robotic. Is that good or bad? Probably bad, right? Is that any better? Or is it still echoey? Well, shoot. Not good. It's the same. Okay. That may be a setting... Oh, no. I actually super appreciate it, post-pat. Like, I really appreciate the feedback on that. I'll probably have to, like, dig into where the gremlins are that are causing that off-stream. Because I think when I redid my setup and kind of put the overlays and everything in and redid it, somehow my mic got echoier. It didn't sound nearly that echoey before, so I don't know what I did. That could be what it is, actually. Let me try something here and see if I can... Right? But yeah, I think I'm playing twice. Huh. I will have to dig into that. Well, we still made some gems and got some packs. Only 5 wins with the Mizzix Mastery is unfortunate, but I think we got 4 overloads. That feels pretty good. Let's see what we get out of our packs. A Silver Quill Command. Thanks, I appreciate you checking that. I will see if I can fix that, but OBS and I are like fighting each other today, so probably won't get it done tonight. Super appreciate the help, though. That's great feedback. Yeah, it unfortunately is happening here. Well, we've got about 25 minutes left. Let's go ahead and start another draft, and I'll just see where we're at 10 o'clock and decide what I want to do. Yeah, appreciate you coming out. It's been really fun doing this. Too scared to try. So yeah, it can be really tough. Drafting is like one of the scarier things to do in Magic, just because you have to kind of know the format. So like here, this is by far one of the best rares in the set. We're gonna snap it off, but this is a phenomenal removal spell too. So white-black is one of the better color combinations. There's 5 colleges in this set. I don't know how familiar you are with the set, but basically you're kind of forced into 5 color pairings instead of the 10 that are technically possible. You've been studying up? All right. So basically, like, passing this flunk, taking this Sparring Regimen, it probably means we want to be Yeah, you're in Magic College for real. We're probably going to be white-red aggro here, basically, off of passing that. And the other thing, though, is like this Vanishing Verse is fine, but Combat Professor is absolutely great. We're going to take a Combat Professor, and then this leaves us where we're staying one color, too. So, like, if we commit to this Vanishing Verse and then never see a good black card for the rest of this pack, it kind of sucks. Here, we know we want to play Sparring Regimen hands down, so we grab a Combat Professor to go with it. Normally, I would be all over this Environmental Sciences. Part of me is thinking we just go Lumimancer and we really try to go aggro in white and see if we can do it. I think that's what I'm going to do here. Science's third pick is pretty hard to pass up, but I don't think we're going to need the color fixing. This is a very different deck than the one we just played. Alright, so now we're looking at like Reduce, which is a solid lesson to have on the sideboard, but not like that amazing. We wouldn't mind being white-black, but I don't think Exhilarating Elocution is a card to go into it for it. I think we're just going to take Reduce. It keeps us with like awesome options in our sideboard. Defiant Strike is a card we could consider. There's also this Eager First Year. We could try Selesnya aggro, but I don't think that's where we are. I kind of like Defiant Strike here. I feel like we might wheel Eager First Year easier. Alright. Am I really just white, or do I think I'm red? I think I'm red. I'm going to take a Historian over a Stonerise. I just don't like Stonerise Spirit that much. I do want a Reflective Golem here, though, because I think that's the style of deck we're going toward. This is going to be different. We need more spells, for sure. I mean, if we're getting these cards this late, I'm going to take Fumes, and there's a chance that we don't play this Historian and we get to go black. That would be pretty sweet. I would rather be white-black. There's no way the Flunk comes back. If we somehow get Flunk in this next from our first pack, we're 100% going white-black. But it's like less than 0% that it comes back. Yeah. Infuriate's a solid card to go with what we're doing, so we'll take that. Pretty happy. Silvercoal Pledge Mage will work. We're pretty heavy white. I don't want Ageless Guardian in this deck. I'm just going to take this Blood Researcher away from somebody. Maybe there's a world where we play Thrilling Discovery, but it's not like super likely. I will take this to like signal a little bit now. So we're really not playing this Thrilling Discovery more than likely. We still have a Stonerise Spirit if we want it. So we need removal and more spells and low drop creatures. Alright. This is just another Combat Professor. These lands are worse in limited than the common lands. Our uncommons are all not playable in white. Shadewing Laureate is having to go into black, and we don't really want it. Defend the Campus may come back to us, and we really want Combat Professors. All of that says snag the Combat Professor. This one's harder. So I actually kind of want to go Eye Twitch here, because I'm really not that deep into red. And we need to learn. The rare is missing, so we don't really know that the person beside us isn't in black. Return Pass Caller is like great, but it's 6 mana. Same with Rise. I'm going to speculate here on the Eye Twitch, and it may not be the right call at all. Then we get a Hunt. I mean, The person beside me may just be screwing with me, but like I like Hunt for Specimens Eye Twitch better than the other two cards we had here, so like I'm gonna shift that direction a little bit. With that in mind, take the Inky for the board. We're still just white. We know we're white, but it looks like we can maybe be Silver Quill, which would be where we want to be with this. Don't want to play Stonerise Spirit if I don't have to. Otherwise, we're looking all right. We're looking for like expanded anatomies. I guess Professor's Warning isn't bad, but I think I'm just going to take a Leech Fanatic here. We just need creatures that can attack, and then we get a Sparring Regimen down and do some damage. Oh, this pack's not great for us. This Rip Apart and this... I'm going to grab the Rip Apart, and we'll see if we need to move back into white-red instead of white-black. I took a chance. This Guiding Voice tells me white is still pretty open. That's the important part. Probably the best way to navigate this is to just take the white card if it's close, and then we'll figure out what our second color is. Eye Twitch and Hunt for Specimens are good enough cards that I was willing to move over there, but I'm not sure. It's a little bit of a bumpy road here. Yeah, I mean, we might get Black Pack 3 is what I was thinking. So we passed Black Pack 1, you switch directions, so we're not getting it from this player as much, but next pack we might get it back. That's the hope. Neither of these cards is great. I think I'll just take the black one because I'd rather play black. I don't think we want Expel that bad in this deck. I'm going to take my first Campus. This we might be able to splash. There's also an Illustrious Historian. I'm going to go low drop. Yeah, this is a deck that it might even be in deck building that I think Make Your Mark is more what we want here. We might not know what our second color is until we get to deck building. It's looking like it's red, and this definitely pushes me that way. Yeah. Retriever Phoenix is good enough here. I think I'm gonna flip-flop back the other direction. Because I think my red is better than my black anyway. Yeah, we have a Rip Apart. Like, did I take the Return Past color? I didn't. That's too bad. Yeah, we're totally taking Retriever Phoenix, though. This card is bad. Dueling Coaches underperformed. Do we just want a Spirit Summoning? Possibly. We also potentially want Rise. Yeah, I think I need like one removal spell in this deck at least. There's a Doomblade from this direction now? Alright. Alright, we'll just do like I said. We're going to have to figure out in deck building. Because that's a pick 3 Doomblade. That's a really good removal spell. And then we get Shock. Oh, they're just messing with me here. I think I'm supposed to take Study Break. But, like, Shock is pretty good, too. We're going to play this in both decks. So we're going to take the card we know we're going to play. Which Campus did I take? I think I took a Silver Quill one. So, like, we could splash Doomblade, potentially. What are we looking at here? I think I like Enthusiastic Study. Yeah, we have enough things we want to get aggro with that I'm fine with that. I guess we're Magecraft enough we revitalized, but like that pack was pretty bad for us. Yeah, another Enthusiastic Study pushes me back towards red. I don't know if I'll try splashing this Doomblade or not. I'll still play the campus either way. Having that scry ability late game is pretty important. We shall see. Oh, this is nothing. I guess we get a fuming effigy, sure, whatever. Black cards didn't really end up coming our way, but that's alright. We'll work with what we got. Do I like Pillar Drop Rescuer in this deck? Not really. This card's not going to make it, but we'll take it. Effigy. White-red is Lorehold, yep. So I think Illustrious Historian is good enough. Looks like we're like Lorehold aggro here. We messed around. Alright, let's double check. Guiding Voice, Study Break is 2, Sparring is 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can just take this over Bad Learn card. Somebody else doesn't get Simone. This card's terrible, but I never take it, so let's try to get it filled up. And another Fuming Effigy I don't think we're playing. Alright. Now we go to the whole deck building thing, and don't think Tenured Inkcaster makes it. 2021 Lorehold Commander deck. I am not very good when it comes to Commander knowledge. I haven't looked at that one. I played a little bit, and just like... some of the people that play around here are just a little too into it for me. Yeah, if you have a friend that has a commander deck and you don't really have any cards, the precons for commander are better on average than like precons for other formats. So I would recommend doing it. Commander's fun, especially if you play with someone who understands about what level you're playing at. If you get into where like everybody else is spending thousands of dollars on their deck, you can not have as much fun. Yeah, this set of commander decks are pretty solid. They've been putting out a pretty good product in that for a while now, which has been great because it's a good yeah, exactly. You're not gonna get like tier 1 competitive commander decks, and you're not going to get that in any product that they're putting out. They want you to have to buy booster packs. But you can get, a solid playable deck, and that's all you can really ask for. Thank you. Let's see if we can sling some spells and win some games here. Not going to be as good as our last deck. This is extremely medium. But, I mean, I have a creature, I have a kill spell, I have a pump spell. I'm going to keep it. It's not great, but it's not bad enough to throw back. That's for sure. Mirror match? It appears that way. Okay. Get in for 2. Do they have the expel? Sure. Not really a problem. Just throw another one of these out there. Alright, opponent, what are we doing here? I feel like they're probably more in the controlling vein. Yeah, they missed their land drop there. We will, we'll get in there again. See if they want to... We're going to study breakage. Like... If that's their play, that's their play. Sciences, we'll find out if they have a third color or if they just need another white. Just another white. Good to know. And their Lorehold Excavation. Alright, this is a control deck. That's a pretty good card. Alright, so we're gonna learn here. We want an Inkling Summoning. We're gonna swing for 9. Gonna get aggressive. Alright, support draw. We're just tapping this then? Probably. That seems fine. Get in for some damage. We'll go get reduce so that we can get rid of it if we need to. And we will Inkling Summoning and Tester. Let's see what they do next. Hoffrey. Hoffrey is real freaking good. We're gonna have to reduce that to memory. Bye-bye, Hoffrey. And then I think we just rip apart their creature. I'm actually going to swing with this, because if they block my Inky, they go to 1. I'm pretty good with it. Because we have a hasty creature in our hand, too. So, even if they, like, board wipe me here, I'm still good. They go to 3, sure. Their deck is actually what I'd rather draft. I would rather be in control than in what we're in, but such is life. Sparring Regimen is a card that you don't turn down, and you build around, so we did. Rock Symbology, you got it. Going to get what? Probably don't have another environmental sciences. Inky. Do you have the land for Inky? Yeah, so best of 1 is ranked draft. And the higher up you get on that, it can get a little crazy. We're only in platinum right now. It's not too bad. Sure, we'll take a Necrotic Fumes, which is like totally unplayable for us. We will attack with everything. See how they block. Those are the expected blocks. Now we'll pump our Phoenix. Good game. Alrighty. We got through 1. If this deck is as aggressive as I want it to be, these will go pretty fast. 1-0. This is fine. We have creatures, we have a learn card, we have a removal spell. Good. Okay, opponent is ramping. That's a little scarier. What are they gonna go get? Fractal. Yeah. I think we're just historian guiding. Yeah, I think it's funny to have no sleeves. You know, how am I gonna protect my... I really like it when there's double-faced cards and they have this back. I find it funny. We get to do that now. Yeah, let's do that. See if they have a response. They do. Now they can just crack their letter, maybe. We'll grab Reduce, and we'll go to combat. We'll find out if they have a Burying Books real soon. Maybe not. Alright. They have Pop Quiz. Pop Quiz is fine here. Like, they're gonna have to do Pest Summoning. Pest Summoning is more of a problem for us. That actually affects the board. Okay. And a 4/4 there. That's still fine though, right? Like, what are we doing? I think we're just going Lumimancer, Professor. And we're getting in for 3 in the air with our Phoenix. Yeah, seems good. Like, if we hit a land, we can rip apart plus reduce to memory, and that's like not that great, but not that bad. Frost Trickster's like annoying, but we'll probably rip apart that. It's in the way. We can rip plus Inkling here, and then we can swing with the Clever Lumimancer as well. Alright, my turn. We do draw the land. I think we're just gonna make it 2/1. Kill this Frost Trickster. And then give this Vigilance. Yeah, I like that. Probably giving up a point of damage, but I like leaving this back, although it'll just be an 0/1. They're just gonna, like, yeah, chump block it. That's fine. The less things they have on the board, the better for us here. And they're in dig mode, so that's probably good for us. I mean, we have 7 in the air, so unless they find something that blocks a flyer, that isn't it. Alright. We, 2-0. This may be one of the better Lorehold aggro decks I've had. I mean, we haven't even drawn Sparring Regimen yet, which is like the whole reason we built the deck. Woo! 2-0. We hit that Sparring Regimen, I think we're going to do some serious damage. Post Pat with the follow. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. I didn't even know if that thing worked or not. Now I know. It works. Having a hard time finding opponents, so we'll see. We're still in Platinum. Okay. I was curious if we get paired up or down when it takes that long. We go first. Yeah, this is fine. We're gonna play this into a Guiding Voice, more than likely. Yeah, I think that's still what I want to do. It's the most mana efficient. If I'd had the Lumimancer in hand last turn. No, so on here you you just play against like random people. So you can end up against somebody that has the exact same deck as you. You can end up against people that have way better cards than you do, or way worse cards than you do. If they want to trade here, I'm all about it. I know they won't. Correct. Yeah, so Magic Online and Magic Arena both do that, where it's basically pool play. It's just anybody that's drafted a deck and still has less than 3 losses can just play. Anybody. They try to get you by ranking. So since we're in the Platinum, we're up against another Platinum. But if there's like too many people vying for spots, it'll just like pair you against anybody. Get in for 4 here. We're just gonna get to play like combat professors and more flyers until we eventually get them here, I believe. As long as they don't gain too much life. Those blood researchers could become a problem, but I don't think they're going to be. That's unfortunate. And that helps them gain life. Yeah, I mean... Would I trade both of my creatures for this blood researcher? Not here. So we only have 4 mana. Yeah, we just play another combat professor. Swing in with that. They'll probably block. We'll trade off, and we're just gonna keep making flyers. These blood researchers could be a problem, though. We may have to reduce to memory one of them eventually. I don't want to. Now I'm gonna take 6. Oh, that's a bit of a problem. Alright, so... Do I need to, like, reduce plus Historian here? I think so. Yeah, but what are we reducing? The Menace or the Lifelinker? Probably the Lifelinker, actually. I messed up. And then we'll play a Historian. They got a 9. I think we can still win this race, but it got at a point where we didn't want it to be now. We need like a Sparring Regimen off the top, and them not... Oh, that probably loses the game for us. That's a really good card. Yeah. Unfortunate. Wow, they discarded a phenomenal card there. In Extus. Extus Auric Overlord, one of the mythics, but they don't have the white mana to cast it. So I guess I trade here, take 6. Yeah, they got us there. I think we're, oh, did they exile? So they exiled my Study Break and my Combat Professor. So we lost our Combat Professor. And let's see. So if I play... I just have to play blockers. That's really bad. And I still... I think we just lose. Yeah. We don't have a way out of that, unfortunately. Shoot. They answered my combat professors too easily. If we could have kept them in play, we would have been fine. Alright, we're 2-1. This deck is super medium, especially since we haven't drawn the busted rare that we drafted the entire thing around. Getting a little dark in here too. Now it's probably too bright in here. Yep, now I'm all greasy and shiny. Oh well. I don't know if that's worse. I'll be dark and mysterious instead of greasy and shiny. Alright, our opponent's on Mythic, which is, or Diamond, which is like pretty scary, but we have Sparring Regimen in our hand, so we're gonna keep it. Even though we don't have a creature. And we have a creature. Alright, they play an eager first year. We do not want to do that. We will just play Illustrious Historian and pass the turn. No blocks. Alright, so we are going to go Sparring. We get to learn. Go grab Inkling Summoning. Yeah, Sparring Regimen is really good. We'll see if they have an answer to our creature yet. They don't. Alright, we're in pretty good shape. No blocks. We'll take 2. They play another eager first year, pass the turn. Alright. We will just go to combat. We have a 4/3. They're gonna block. Let's see if they're like gonna try to... Yeah, they're gonna make their mark here. So let's show of confidence. Yeah, I tend to play Historic mostly when I play Constructed on here, and right now it's been Green-White Collected Company. Yes, so like in Standard, I do actually play some of the cycling, and then I also really like the, what's it called? The Dimir control deck. I just realized that got 2+1s, and I just totally biffed on that. Alright, well, I screwed that up. That's alright. We'll play a Bloody General and pass. No, you're fine. I can't do math. I don't know why it got 2, though. Oh, never mind. I know exactly what happened, and I just wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. So we're gonna attack. Make it a 3/3, untap it. We'll take some damage. We're gonna play a Clever Lumimancer and an Inkling Summon. Pass turn. Study break. That's pretty good here. We might lose to an aggro deck that doesn't have the busted rare that we do, because they're drawing pretty good here. Alright, so basically we just need this Twin Scroll Shaman not to murder us, and I think we're alright. So I want to block this and do this. Like, if they have something here, I'm just like blown out, that's fine. They have something. Yeah, that's pretty good. They found an expanded anatomy, so we're gonna take a lot. Right? Am I dead? I might be dead. I'm dead. Oh, we died. Well, shoot. That was unexpected. Are we 2-2 now with this deck? I think so. Yikes. That didn't go how we wanted it to. Oh no, don't worry about it. You were fine. I remembered the +1/+0 from the card, and then somehow thought that the Magecraft trigger thing didn't happen. I forgot one of the +1/+0s and just completely blanked. 100% my fault. Just playing a little sloppy. Alright, well we just need to draw a land and play this, and we're in really good shape, but no land would be a little rough here. Come on, deck, help me out. That's a really good card. Do we just rip apart that even though we found the land? No, I think we still do this, because then we say if you want to trade, you can trade, otherwise we're gonna, like, take over. Yeah. I think I'm fine with the trade there, because we have, like, Combat Professor and Inkling Summoning coming. Honor Troll. Sure. Yeah, we'll just get our Professor down now. And hopefully we can ride Professor to victory here. I don't think I'm blocking if they attack here. I don't want to lose my Professor to a silly trick. Okay, well now I'm definitely not blocking because that's a 4-4. What are they going to get? Probably some sort of removal spell. Necrotic Fumes, Intro to Annihilation, Environmental Sciences. Not what I thought. Alright, so Eye Twitch, also pretty solid here. No blocks. We're at 16. Got 5 mana. Do I want to rip up? No. So we're gonna just like, yep, attack, go up to 4. They'll probably block with Eye Twitch. They do. As long as they're blocking, we're doing this. We'll grab Reduce. Take it in for 6. They get to learn. We'll see what they grab. They grab Intro to Annihilation. That was what I expected, and now we'll kill their creatures. Yeah, it's a big scary flyer. Unfortunately, this card's going to get rid of either it or our Sparring Regimen, which either one leaving is going to be too bad here. We're a little all in on this Combat Professor. They're just going to get rid of the Prof. Yeah, that's okay with us. Like, I'd rather keep Sparring Regimen in play. So we'll go Summoning Historian past the turn. And now we'll try to make another big scary flyer. Sciences, sure. Ah, they're 4-color. This is my kind of opponent. Pledge Mage, you got it. Well, we have a lot of tricks up our sleeve here, so if they want to try to block that somehow, they can. We'll get a Blood Age General into play, and Pest. That's fine. Will they attack? I doubt it. Massive. Alright. Now what do I want to do? I think I want to just swing with everything, put a counter on that guy. Okay. Okay, I think I'm fine with these trades, so we'll see if they don't. We'll just let that go through, and then now we can start making 3/2s. Another Pledge Mage is fine. 3/2. Oh, we definitely want to play that. And I think I want to just discard Reduce to Memory and draw a card, as messed up as that is. Make this bigger. Sure. So here I think they think they're gonna... oh, they're gonna lifelink their dude. Alright. So they want to trade and gain life. That's fine. End of the turn. Letter of acceptance. Yeah, we don't care about that. They don't have anything. Combat prof is like decently okay here, but I think we just get to like pump up. Yeah, so attack, put it on this one. We'll probably, they don't block. Alright, well I will infuriate this. Alright. Game. There we go, we got another one. Was a little questionable there for a little bit. But we got there. We got there. Hell yeah. It gets us to 1,000 gems at least. One more win and we'll break even for the night, so that would be pretty sweet. That's pretty high on my list. If not, we're like 400 deficit for playing for 2.5 hours. That's not that bad. We go first. This is fine. A little land heavy, but as I say that, we draw another one. What do they got? Okay. Do I play a lot? I used to play a lot more. Now I tend to... I do this stream on Tuesday and Thursday nights from 8 to 10, and then I play a little bit of Historic during the week. Otherwise, I'm playing... I've actually been playing Pokemon on Sundays as just like for fun. And then I have a band now that's kind of fit where my Magic used to be, so we play music quite a bit around this area. So that's been pretty fun. Let's run this in there and see if they want to block. They don't. Don't blame them. Ooh, Steady Break is pretty sweet here. What kind of music? We play Bakersfield Country, which I'll be curious to see what your response to that is, because you're either going to love it or hate it. My wife plays the pedal steel guitar, so that would be the reason for the country. Let's get in there. So Bakersfield style country is like the old Merle Haggard, Waylon Jennings, but our lead singer is female, so we do like the Loretta Lynn, Patsy Cline type thing. Yeah, I'm not an EDM person myself either, but and then we also get into like more modern stuff where like the artists are kind of obscure, but it's like Sturgill Simpson, Margot Price. Trying to think who else would be like kind of big to play. Lily Hyatt. Yeah, Margot Price. Like, we do a lot of Margot Price songs, so if you like Margot Price, you'd love what we're doing. Katie and the Honky Tonks is the name of the band. I'll put it in the chat here. If you go to katieandthehonkytonks.com, we've got our website up. It's a lot of fun. The cool part especially is my wife is our pedal steel player, and then the drummer and our lead singer are married as well. So we have the two couples just having a lot of fun playing music together. Oh, do I want to... I think we just reduced their Wormhole Serpent. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's been really cool. just something that you don't necessarily get to do as a couple very often, right? Like, not everybody gets to play music with their wife, so it's pretty cool. Awesome, yeah. Like, there's definitely a need for people that are able to do that too. My wife does videography as her business, so she's done a lot of our editing and stuff for us, which has been super helpful. So I assume they're just gonna annihilate my professor here, and I'm gonna be like mega sad. Bye-bye, Prof. Hire her for the stream? Yeah, so she's just not a Magic person, so it's been all me trying to figure out how this stuff works, and as you can see by my echoey mic, I'm not always the best at figuring it out. Let's go ahead and throw this thing out there here too. What the heck? Serpentine Curve's a decent play from them. Do we want to block? Not really. So here we're just like popping in for 2. And then we'll probably try to like ambush them on a block with this Show of Confidence plus make a 3/2. I think that's the plan. The other option is that if they attack with both here, we can just not block. How do we die? There are ways we die, so let's block. Like this. And then we'll show. I want to make them use something here. Yeah, so they use the subtraction, but fortunately, we will still survive this. Decline. Do I want to pay? No, we're not going to survive it. Alright, so it died. That's fine. I'll just put a 3/2 in play. We're really close to just winning. It's 8. Man, it's 8. Alright, I think we have to put them to 3 and save a blocker back. Any removal spell beats us here, but I don't think I can race this guy otherwise. So I think this is the play we had to make. Little tough. Okay, they're just passing. Are they going to put a 4/4 into play? Like, they have to be able to answer my flyer. Yeah, they can't. Alright. Well, I feel like we kind of stole that one, but I'm going to take everyone I get. Always. Always take what you can get. So we're 4-2. 5 wins puts us over for gems, but we are even on the night. I'm happy. If I get to play Magic for 2.5 hours and I don't lose gems, it's a good day. Yeah, we get a diamond opponent, which means this is going to be a harder one to win. You know, maybe this Lumimancer can do some work here. If not, we've got a Pledge Mage and a Combat Professor I'm pretty happy about, so... Would like to have some spells to cast, though. Otherwise, this thing's not very good. That's a spell we can cast. Hello. That's a heater. Alright. Let's not even show them that we're red. And here's my Sparring Regimen. Here's my Inkling Summoning. Hit him for one. I'm guessing our opponent's Teamer. Yep, there's the blue land. Drafting is a ton of fun. My biggest advice would be prepared to make mistakes and be okay with it. Now that we're back to in-person, if you can draft in person, it's so helpful. Do I just want to... the quick draft? I would recommend that for just starting off. It's really nice that you can just kind of sit there and just make your decisions. I think we just attack, and then we might get to like blow out this bear. And then if we get to blow out the bear, we also get to play a Silver Quill Pledge Mage, which would be really sweet. Also, if they do nothing, we'll just hit them with a Silver Quill Pledge Mage. So either way, it's pretty good for us. Let's see what they do here. Yes! No? Do it. That's fine. I'll take hit you for 3. Play that and pass. See what else they got going. Professor Zoomancy is a really good card, so they definitely short up their ground attack there, but we do get to start flying, which is pretty awesome. Land off the top would give us some more options. That's a big boy, but here we want to just Inkling Summoning. Give this fly. And then I'm attacking with both of these. I will put the counter on this. We'll see how they want to try to block here. We still have this Infuriate, which is really helpful. I get to kill both of their things if they double block my Lumimancer. I'm like totally good with that. It gets +5 +4. Yeah, they don't even kill it if they double block it. They have to triple block the Lumimancer. And they don't? We just kill them. Exactly. Bam! There it is. That's what's up. Nice. It's always nice to be in that position where you're attacking and no matter what block they pick, you're happy. The best case scenario for them there was that they put all 3 creatures in front of it, and I used that to trade with all of them. I would have been perfectly happy with wipe their board there, but killing them is also fine. A little surprised how long our wait times have been tonight. I don't know if people are starting to get bored with this format. I'm having fun. Tiny potato. Opponent goes first. I don't think this is a hand we keep. It just doesn't do much. This is better, but not great. I'm going to keep it because I don't like going to 5. Hello, opponent. The tiniest of potatoes. That's a Prismari Pledge Mage. It's a bit of a problem for us. Yikes. I need to draw a red land. Roll my head. Boom! Revitalize! Oh, Study Break will be good next turn. Alright. Good thing we have that, because we don't have anything else yet. Hopefully they, like, proactively play a spell to make this be able to attack, and then I just get to tap them both down. That'd be sweet. Don't have an Environmental Sciences in this deck either. Would have liked that. Okay, that's gonna be really good here. Well, let's do this because... And then I guess we're gonna reduce to memory the Quandrix Pledge Mage. Right now, that's the only play we can make next turn. So... Alright, yep, we can't play that, so I guess we just get rid of this thing. Still probably taking 6. Oh, mana, why must you screw me so hard? No, that's a thing. Just taking 3? I can live with that. Do I get to draw a mountain? No. I have to pass with 6 cards in hand and no spells to cast. Not a very fun ending, but thanks for hanging out, Post-Pat. It's been fun. Assuming that this game ends as poorly as I think it will, we'll be back tonight. Yes, I will definitely be trying to fix that. I won't be back for Magic until next Tuesday, so I promise I will figure it out by then. They're just absolutely clowning us at this point. This is fun. We're gonna cast this just to be like, this is what we were doing, but we don't have any mana. So cast your instant or sorcery, and I die.
You need to slow down. Let's talk.
He's Scottish? I did not know Will was Scottish. Or they don't have it. Dear Lord, they can't kill me here. Now they can kill me like 6 ways to Sunday. Yeah. We found a red land! What do? Do we like... I mean, I'm so dead, so I'll just show them my Retriever Phoenix in. Oh, man! We had everything there. If we could have just drawn some red mana, I think we were in really good shape, but that's alright. We got our 5, right? Yeah, we still got 100 gems and 4 packs. That's fine. Let's do some pack opening while we do our spiel. I am JParks57. This has been some Magic Arena. We got ourselves a Strict Proctor. I will be back for Magic next Tuesday. Ooh, look, Shiny Dragon. It'll be next Tuesday at 8 p.m. again for Magic. I don't know what I'm doing this weekend yet because my band plays Sunday when I normally do my RPG playthrough Pokemon streams. So that may be Saturday night or not at all this week. We'll have to figure it out. I will update the Twitch and the Facebook and the YouTube. All of these archives go up on YouTube at JParks57 there as well. JParks57 MTG Arena Streamer is the Facebook page to like. We've got the Crux of Fate and a Mythic Wildcard, which is pretty awesome. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time.